Hunters.
Happy Sunday, everybody. It's been
Happy
too long.
Sunday.
We've missed you all.
It's been
And
a
I've missed
few
you,
weeks,
Korkio.
hasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a
I
little
missed you
rusty,
too.
man.
I know. What are we doing?
Right? I've just been hunting strawberries and fairy dust. How about you?
Mildly. I definitely hunted more wires than strawberries and fairy dust, but yeah.
I
So,
agree. I agree. But
Goose!
back
What
to
up,
back
Goose?
mini events.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Pretty
What's up, dude?
nice.
Wait. Oh, dang it. Why is my chat not loading?
Oh no. We
No, it's okay.
have
It's
Indigo chat today.
Oh, and we got like lots of people in the chat. What's up, everybody? You know
What's
what it
up?
is? It's Marvin's house hogging up all the Wi-Fi. Kidding, Marvin's house.
We got IDFK, we've got Rainstorm, we've got Goose, Marvin's House, and Vance Westerberg. Hi, Vance.
Hello. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
How's everybody's hunting going? Are you guys liking these mini events? I'm kind of liking them.
I'm telling you, I love the Mystery Science Theater one because I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid with my dad. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Aw.
But
Nostalgic.
I have to say that whole what was that thing that they used? The party watch thing where you're supposed to be able
the
to
watch
chat.
party?
Yeah. That thing freaking sucked.
Yeah.
I couldn't I couldn't
it
chat. I couldn't change my name. I couldn't I got there in there too late, I guess, because it started like freaking out as soon as there were too many people and it couldn't handle all of us and yeah. Dang. So I just chatted in the Discord instead.
That's a good idea. I was gonna try to make it, but it's a work day for me, so I watched it in advance, and I had to watch it twice because I stopped paying attention like halfway through.
Oh no.
Yeah, so then I watched it again, and I was still like getting questions wrong because I feel like maybe they pulled from like other episodes that they've done, or maybe like stuff that they've done before. Like I had a question about like which character did Jerry Seinfeld play, and I was like, I did not see Jerry Seinfeld at all in any of that. So yeah, it was pretty interesting, but for the most part, raked up the wire or the wiring. So
it took me till the very last day to get the blueprint.
Oh snap! How many volts?
I probably had like, I want to say like 3,000 to 4,000 wire before I got the blueprint.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was worried.
I got it in my third.
Really? Yeah, I know a lot of people got it super fast, and I didn't. But now on this event,
and even this one, I got it in my second.
Yeah, I got this one on like my third or my fourth, but I haven't had as much time to. Yeah, I haven't had as much time to hunt it, so I don't have anywhere near the stuff I need to print. So.
Yeah. It stacks up pretty quickly though, so hopefully, are you gonna be able to get out tomorrow morning? Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Here's hoping. I mean, it sucks because I don't have a car, and they're blue vaults, so it's not like I can just like walk around my neighborhood anymore. Yeah.
I do have to say though, I kind of like the blue vault, the green vault break, you know, and going downsizing to a blue vault. I don't mind that.
Yeah. Goose says, I haven't opened a vault since Thursday. Friday was a gong show, then I got food poisoning from some hot wings. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
That
sounds horrible.
Man. Yeah. Rainstorm says, I like the look of these trees for the Freckled Zelda event. I think they're really cute. Yeah.
Yeah. They are really cute.
Did you notice Baby Tooth, was it Baby Tooth, tagged us and asked if we were gonna, like, before the event was even announced, shared that TikTok video or whatever of Freckled Zelda and said, hey, do you want to have her on Ladies of the Hunt? And I was like,
yeah,
I don't know. And then turns out we're doing an event with her, and I'm like, okay.
I don't know if we could afford her, so.
Yeah. I mean, I had never heard of this person before. Maybe some people have. I was looking through some of the comments on that video, and people were like, "Oh yeah, I play Cubieverse too," and I didn't recognize their names, so I don't know who they were, but yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping that we've got a bunch of strawberries that have downloaded Cubieverse and are playing and are gonna stick with it.
Is that what her fans are called? Strawberries?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've been just like getting lucky on the trivia. Like I'm really good at guessing.
Very
I
much
did
so,
no
fairy
research.
core all the way.
Yeah. So I've just been guessing because I didn't have time to research. It's been a wild couple of weeks, man.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if I mentioned on here. I know I mentioned to you before. Like, my mom just randomly decided to move to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got lucky for a minute there. I had a friend who was like, "Oh my God, my family needs a place to live," and like these are really good friends of mine, and I was gonna give them a discount on the rent to live there because they're really good friends, and it was gonna be great, and like I was gonna have one of my friends like walking distance from my house, and then her mom bailed out on me yesterday. And so today I was furiously like staging my house and taking photos and filling out the whole Zillow thing. So my house is now on Zillow for rent. Though luckily I'll be charging about $800 more a month than I would have been getting if my friend rented it. So that'll be really helpful.
Yeah. So anyway. we've got a Lepidoptera and Rainstorm and Feed Goat and Nikki Boo.
I saw Crashman was in here too.
And Crashman, we miss ya. Yeah. Very jealous of Vance Westerberg, who got their BB on the first vault.
So Vance Westerberg,
magical.
Do we know you? And if so, how? Like, by what name do we know you?
What's your in-game name? My man's or my woman's?
Well, with a name like Vance, I'm guessing it's a man. Yeah.
I don't know.
Also,
I don't know.
Korkis is on my shit list right now.
Uh-oh. Why? Oh, the infamous post office.
Yes! Did I tell you already? Oh my God.
Girl, you were here. It's been too long though.
So as soon as I got back from LA, my boyfriend drove me from the airport to the post office so I could put down my UV. And I get there, and Korkis has a little dozer there. And I didn't pay attention, right? I didn't even look at it. I was just like, oh well, like, fuck, whatever. Yeah. And then I go back, like, I don't know, a week later to check on it, to see if they'd done anything with it. And it's still a dozer. And I'm like, what? And so I click on the dozer. There was only, like, the first line of resin filled in for a user vault.
A white user vault?
Yeah.
Must have been.
And I'm like, what's going on? So, like, I fill it, and then I message them, and I'm like, hey, yo, what's happening?
What gives?
And then they get back to me, like, a few days later, like, oh, yeah, so these are all my resources, and they list me this minuscule amount of each color paint and a minuscule amount of resin. And I'm like, seriously? Like, you took that and you're not even prepared to do anything with it? Like, I had saved up everything I needed for that, and I was ready to go. And now I can't. I was like, they're like, so what do you suggest I do? And I'm like, are you willing to abandon it so that I can do it? And I haven't heard from them since.
I don't blame them. Old of you to ask, though. It never hurts to ask.
It's so frustrating because that's the one. There's really one post office tag that works for our community. Like, there's another one that is not too far from my house, but it's way in the other direction. It's a direction I never go. Like, it's a post office I haven't been by in over like 2 years. Like I drove by it specifically to see if there was a tag there, but I'm like, do I really want to build on this? Because I'm never gonna come by here. And now we've missed out on like what, 2 code drops, and some of it was like chromatic paint, and I'm like, dude. And the kicker, Korkis doesn't even live over here or work over here. Korkis used to work somewhat nearby, then got moved to another town. Like they're a manager of a store and got moved to a different location, and they live like maybe 15 minutes in the other direction. And they only put it here because, I mean, maybe because this is where most of the stuff is.
Yeah, same reason you were going to put it there probably.
But most of the stuff is here because I've built it here, and this is where I live. This is my neighborhood. And like the rest of us, we live here. This is why we're building here. And they don't even live here, and they're taking our spots.
Oh no.
Yeah, Crashman says no UPS or FedEx stores. Yes, there are, but they don't have postal tags on them. Like we have, there are 2 UPS stores that I go by on a quite regular basis. One, my boyfriend has his mailbox app for his work, so we go there every single day to pick up checks or, you know, stuff for clients or whatever. And then the other one is even closer to my house, and it's where I bring all my Amazon returns. So I go there a lot.
Yeah.
But they don't have tags.
Once a week at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. So have you tried, obviously, OSM and getting those uploaded, and they just haven't gone through yet?
In my rage, I spent an entire day. Yes. An entire day with Google Maps on one screen and OSM on the other screen, just adding everything I possibly could. So.
You are productive when you are angry, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 point for Gryffindor.
Yeah. And then last week,
I love Leppy says player versus player QB battle to take over people's UV when. Yes.
Please.
Korkis won't even show up to the battle.
Yeah.
Automatic win.
Yeah, and then last week I woke up. You see this?
Yeah, what happened?
I have no clue.
Oh no. You slept on it wrong, huh?
I must have, and now I can't like turn my wrist without it being this horrible pain. Like I sprained something, I'm sure. So luckily we had this like brace lying around, and it's been helping. Like my wrist doesn't hurt when it's on because I can't turn my arm in the bad way. But like I take it off and instantly my wrist hurts again, and I'm like, what the hell did I do?
What's going on?
So driving has been fun because like turning is like
you're climbing the steering wheel.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. Oh,
have you gone to a doctor? Have we ruled out any?
I don't go to a doctor.
I don't know.
Okay. In all fairness, like doctors are great. I have nothing against doctors. I just know there's literally nothing a doctor can do here. I can tell there's no broken bone. I'm just gonna waste a copay for nothing. You know, they're gonna tell me to do exactly what I'm already doing. So,
fair point.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
So Nikki Boo says her post office doesn't have a tag either, which is a huge bummer.
Oh no.
Speed Goat says she put hers on a UPS store, but there's like 4 other tags on top of each other because it's a strip map. Or strip mall, maybe?
Strip mall.
So it makes managing the structure a challenge. Yes, I've run into that also. You guys want to hear my post office debacle?
Oh, yeah. You put it on the faraway post office only for the tag to show up at the other one?
Yes. So it's fine, right? I have a white user vault and it's fine, but it's
not that far.
It's not, but I'm not over there very often.
Yeah.
Like I forget it's there sometimes, and then so I feel like it was a waste, but especially because I've been whining about chromatic paint, and I'm like, But it's okay because I got my vending machine is built. I just need to cut the
Nice.
goddamn ribbon on it, and it'll be fine. Which I plan on doing tomorrow. So Santa Monica will finally have a goddamn vending machine because we also haven't been able to use any codes. So that's great. But
Yeah, go figure. The people that
yeah,
will be distributing the codes
can't get our shit
eventually.
together with the machines to
Yeah,
make the
yeah,
codes work.
yeah.
But that's okay.
So
We'll make it
apparently,
happen eventually.
Vance is Keister. Do you know Keister? I don't know Keister. I'm not
I
in the
don't,
Discord that much.
but welcome to the stream, sir
Welcome to the stream,
or
Keister.
madam. Yeah, Keister.
Okay. Leppy says de Quervians tenosynovitis. Yeah, I mean, possibly. Whatever that is. It's inflammation of the something. I know that because itis is inflammation of the something. So, yeah. I'm just gonna say my wrist hurts.
Yeah. It's probably sprained. Freshman says, bah, who needs doctors? We've got Leppy Doctora in the house. That is correct.
Sir Jaded Alien says, Doctor, it hurts when I do this. Don't do that. Yeah. Pretty much.
Also, hello, Sir Jaded Alien. How's it going?
Hello.
Hey, how have the sunsets been in New Mexico? Because they've been fabulous over here. Like, just all week long, purple and cotton candy skies. I can't get enough of them. So I hope everybody's having equally wonderful sunsets.
My recent tweet?
Probably not. Twitter, I can't go on the X or the Twitter or whatever it's called nowadays because every time I log in, it's like spam bot central.
Oh.
And I don't know what's going on. I thought it stopped and then it came back and I don't know. So I'm like on the down with Twitter right now. But what did you post on Twitter?
Well, so we were driving down the road and saw the most amazing sunset, like freaking out of this world. And we were on our way to get amazing Indian food, and there was no way for me to get a good picture of it. But luckily, our mayor took a really good picture of it, and he tweeted it, so I retweeted it.
Of course.
Yes.
I'll have to go take a look after this.
Yeah. Kevo says, hello, my precious blueberries. Are we blueberries because we're not strawberries?
Yes.
Can we be,
hello, chosen one.
Guavas?
Ooh. Yeah.
Or I'll be momentarily drinking a black cherry. Can we be cherries? I don't want to be cherries.
Oh, I like cherries. Oh. Why?
Because, I don't know. They get
okay,
popped and stuff.
Ew. All right.
No.
We'll take the blueberries, please. Thank you.
Hey, AppCat. And Intellect Slaying.
And Intellect Slaying. What's good, guys?
4:19 p.m. sunsets. Oh God, is the sun really setting that early?
It really is. It really is. It is so depressing.
I don't think that happens that early here ever. You guys are like on the different part of your time zone. Yeah.
But why do we have daylight savings? I really thought, at least in my area, that we voted to eliminate it, and nobody has made this happen. It's driving me nuts.
Here's the problem. Daylight savings is the good one. Right now we're in standard. We want to always be in daylight savings. Like, that's what I want.
Right. I want to save the daylight.
Yes, always. Yes. Always.
More daylight, always. Yeah, so whatever. Anyway. Catching up on the chat a little bit.
So, Rainstorm asked, what does a New Mexico snowstorm look like? And Sir Jaded Alien says, kind of like a snowstorm anywhere else, but with burritos flying through the air. Okay. Sounds good.
I want to go to the snow.
Has everyone seen Bitcoin today? So my boyfriend was just pointing out that we have had 7 green candles in a row on Bitcoin, and that hasn't happened in a very long time. So we're
unprecedented.
Yeah. Goose says Bitcoin is great, but soul is woo. Yeah. My boyfriend's got a little bit in everything, and just recently he started looking at real estate in Honduras. And I'm like, babe,
Yes.
we can't do
What?
that yet.
Oh, that's exactly what you want.
That is exactly what I want. But you know, if you buy a
Speak your
property in
language.
Honduras, you can't use a mortgage. You have to pay cash. And the properties he's looking at are like 300,000 to 400,000. And I'm like, we don't have that in cash. That's not a thing. He's like, well, soon we will. I'm like, that's great thinking, babe, but I don't know.
Titanium toaster soon, right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I cracked myself up. What's up, Rubik's? Long time
Hey,
no
Rubik's.
see, my friend.
Yeah.
Good to see ya.
So, in other news, also, you know how I asked you about parking my car in your garage when we go to Japan?
Yeah.
We booked the Japan trip.
Woohoo!
We're going June 9th, and my hope is that maybe Titanium Toaster will launch Cubieverse in Japan by then, because that would be freaking awesome if I could do that. Yeah, so
They launched India,
anyone
and it's a brand new
who
game.
wants to put that worm in the ears of the people, Japan soon.
Did you do the survey that they sent out, like, what was it, last week or something?
Yeah.
Did you say Japan?
Did they ask?
I feel like they asked, like, I don't know, just say launch in Japan when they ask about, do you have any feedback or
they were
comments?
asking about like what cubies do you want to see and what influencers and stuff like that.
That's
I
good.
mean, I should have maybe just thrown in
Get on the
launch
Twitter.
in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and because of that,
Harass
I've been
the
learning
Discord.
Japanese.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, what do we got? Are we gonna do a lesson? How do you
Sure.
say hello?
Well, that's easy. Everyone knows konnichiwa. It's konnichiwa.
How do you
But-
say thank you?
Actually, I don't know that one yet.
Oh, that is an important one to learn.
I know. Please is kudasai. Yeah, but I have prepared a couple of statements for you.
I love this.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Sorry, I was just reading the comments. No, I was reading the comments, but let me remember what I was gonna say. Okay. MarvinsMama. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. See, I'm on the spot now. I'm forgetting shit. Okay.
I'm sorry.
MarvinsMama wa yasashai ichidu desu.
That was really good. What did you say?
I said, Marvin's mama is a nice person.
Once we learn how to say thank you and you teach me, I will say it back to you.
Okay. Oh, and Leppy says thank you
That
is
is
arigato.
excellent.
Leppy
Oh.
says thank you is arigato. Yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like if that popped up as a trivia question, Leppy, we probably both would have got that. So.
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
And then I also have Marvin wa kakoi inu desu.
Marvin is.
A cool dog.
Ah, I love it. Look, he literally just walked in the door.
Nice.
Marvin says arigato.
You can give him the new nickname Kakoi Inu.
Marvin, did you hear your new nickname?
Cool
I'll work
dog.
on that in training with him.
And I thought it was interesting when I learned Inu meant dog because we know about the Shiba Inu. So it's just the Shiba dog.
Yeah.
I don't know what Shiba means.
Interesting.
Buy cat. I don't know cat. Oh, wait, I do know cat. Wait, I do know cat. Neko. Neko is cat, which so I've been using these really weird, like, mnemonic devices, and I've been using Duolingo to learn, and sometimes I'm doing letters. Like I can write all of this in the letters, but I also like, and not they're not English letters. They're like the actual characters,
No, I know.
Right. So and then but I've also been learning the words. But when you do the letters and you haven't learned the words yet, sometimes when you write different combinations of letters, or their sounds, not really letters, it'll tell you what the word means. And so I learned the letters for ne and the letters for ko. And it said, oh, neko means cat. And I'm like, wait, like neko wafers, like slices of cat? So that's the way I remember cat.
Okay. I love it.
So if you want to, so as Figo says, bye cat.
Sorry, Aperture Cat.
Oh gosh, now I forget. See, I'm on the spot and I forget everything.
That's
Ja'ane.
Okay. It's good to practice.
Ja'ane neko-san means goodbye, cat. Yeah, no, Crashman, I have not been learning kanji. Kanji is much more difficult. I've been learning, there are 3 different alphabets in Japanese. Yes, hiragana is what I've been
Lucky
learning.
Doctora says, well done.
Yeah. So I've been learning hiragana, and I might also learn katakana. So hiragana is the letters or the symbols that they use for Japanese words. Katakana is completely different symbols for the same exact sounds, but they're used for stolen words, like American words that they've made into Japanese or something like that.
Got it.
So, yeah. And then there's kanji, which is each symbol means a different word. And kanji, there's like thousands of characters to learn. And I'm not learning kanji. So, yeah.
Well, I think it's really impressive that you're learning Japanese at all. So,
thanks. I wasn't going to. My boyfriend just started doing it, and I'm like, what are you doing? We don't need to do that. Everyone speaks English where we're going. And he's like, I don't care. I want to learn it. And then, like, the competitive part of me was like, well, fuck, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it better.
or learning is contagious, and we're going to learn together.
Yeah. Well, anytime we do our lessons, we'll do one lesson of the language and one lesson of the letters a night. And we sit next to each other and we do it together because he started before me, so we're at different places. But I got really excited about the letters and I was doing really good at it. So I spent like an entire hour just doing continuous lessons of the letters. So I'm ahead of him in the letters and I'm behind him in the words. So, yeah.
Well, then you can catch up doing the words soon.
Yeah. Goose says, sushi, tempura, miso, ramen. That's about all my Japanese. So sushi and miso definitely. Sorry, I said mitsu because mitsu means water, and that's one of the ones that I'm doing over and over and over because I just keep hammering that one in my head. But ramen is actually ramen. It's not ramen. It's ramen. So it's pronounced differently. I don't know why. It's just a thing. Anyway, so that's the end of my Japanese. Let's not talk about it anymore.
No, that's okay. I love it.
Maybe I'll come back next week and have more for you, but that's good for now. Yeah.
Vance or Keister said, I hope this doesn't become a new category for trivia.
Yeah, I don't think it will. The weeboo category. I am very much not a weeb, so this is there's a reason for me learning this stuff. Not that I have anything against weebs. I'm just not one.
Well, what else? Okay, so got Japan coming up, which is exciting. Yes, so you can park in the garage, no problem.
Thanks. Which means we're
yeah? What? there was something just happened, right? Yeah, I heard something.
Yeah.
I heard something in my headphones.
Hold on. My boyfriend is helping me out by um, trying to figure out what's wrong with my new earbuds that I bought. And
Mm.
as he is doing that,
Might have just
the
reconnected.
yeah, the computer tried to connect to it. So
As soon as I open these, it cuts you off. So
yeah, I know. I'm disconnecting it right now, but that's fine. I won't disconnect it. We'll just leave it. So that was the other thing. I have not been able to wear earbuds since I did my leaderboard run. Every single time I do, my ears get all gross, and I have to like put medicine in them. And it's not the earbuds. It's just like my ears can't handle the lack of fresh air anymore. Like I've just ruined them. So I bought these awesome. They're still Tozos. So like, you guys might remember my Tozo T6s that I got. That I love them. They're great, but they go in my ear. So instead, I've gotten Tozo open buds.
Over the ear. I saw the light come on. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they go over the ear and kind of in front of the ear, and they sound awesome. But for some reason, when I tried to set them up and pair them to the computer, I wasn't getting any sound, which is why I'm not using them tonight. But I will figure out what's wrong with them, and I will be using them next time because they are great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I might have to return them and get a new pair. Sometimes things happen.
Is this like something that happens as you get older? Because I always used to wear earbuds like all the time religiously growing up, and then all of a sudden it was like my ears were just killing me all the time with in earbuds, and so that's why I got my Beats headphones, because I was like, I just need something over the ears, but I still need the quality.
Yeah.
But I still remember the first episode we did, I used those thinking, like, oh, okay, it also has a mic, it's no problem. Like, fair warning to everybody, those are solely for sound purposes. Do not try to like answer a phone call or do a podcast or stream with them, because the microphone is garbage.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
I'm the same way. My ears are so sensitive all of a sudden. Like, yeah, I used to be able to do everything.
Well, and they'd get, they used to get sore here and there, but now they just, like, I don't know, they just need fresh air.
Yep.
And I think it's just a use thing. Like, if you just use them too much, and I don't know, but yeah. So I'm really bummed about it because I love these. Like, when I was jogging, they stayed in, but I'm gonna have to, like, I don't know. They're gonna have to go on the shelf. But I'm really happy with these other Tozos. So these were, I want to say they were like $40, so they're cheap, and you get almost as good a sound as you do with the in-ear buds. It's amazing sound. It's just, it kind of hangs over your ear, and like there's a loop that goes behind your ear, and then they're movable, so you can actually put them like in your ear without being in your ear.
Right.
Yeah. So they're pretty cool.
Good stuff.
Yeah, FeedGoat says that's why I only use one earbud at a time and alternate. Yeah, so I only have one in right now because
that's smart.
This was the ear that gave me the most trouble last time we streamed, so I figured I'd switch to this one.
Nice.
Yeah. So, hopefully, and last week I think I only had one earbud in too. It's just, I can't do it for very long. So
yeah, our sensitive little ears.
Yeah, and I never had ear problems. I was a swimmer growing up. Like, I rarely ever even got swimmer's ear or anything. But it's funny you're talking about like wearing earbuds growing up. Like, I don't think earbuds existed when I was young. Like, I think we only had the over the ear ones, and like maybe by the time I was a teenager, the earbud thing actually. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Ones that were still the L-shaped aux cord.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I actually do remember the attached to the cassette ones, the over the ear with the very
Foamy
rough
pads.
and uncomfortable. Yes. Foamy
Yeah.
pads.
Yeah.
What's up, Steel Wheel? Good to
Hey,
see you
Steel
in here.
Wheel.
Oh, he tweeted. Actually, I did see his last tweet today because it was such a cute picture of Subi. Oh my god.
I saw that
Great.
too.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he says, how's it hanging, Hunters? Easy peasy back-to-back events to get us to blow our key stack. Yeah, bro, tell me about it.
Wait,
I was
wait.
just thinking
What
about
key
that.
stacks?
Yeah.
Someone's
Okay,
got a
have
key
you
stack?
been walking?
No, it got cold.
We gotta
No.
walk, dude. We gotta walk to get these keys because I'm telling you, I've been staring at this singular freaking yellow key since you've been here, which was Halloween event, and I'm like, how am I gonna get 9 more of those? Actually, 10 more of those before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
It is December 3rd.
I probably should start,
What the
huh?
fuck?
I've
so
been
nervous,
like,
dude. I might not finish the Christmas question. I'm like being dead serious right now. This is scary.
yeah, I don't even have, okay, this is how bad it is. I have 1,900 white keys, 50 blue keys, 3 green keys, and 0 of anything else. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm very far behind you because you're kicking my butt in the white key department because I just keep forging. Forge. I'm
Really?
hitting my greens. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I needed the chromatic paint, so.
Right.
Game
Well,
of
luckily,
choices.
I only have 1 green nearby that I can hit. I do try to hit it every day. There's other greens that are like by where Korkis actually lives, like 15 minutes away. And I could go and hit those, but I don't. I just hit mine every day if I can. And I can't even hit it every day, but I try. Definitely if it shows up in the Adventure Road thing, which I actually printed Summer Cubie yesterday, which I usually don't do the print a Cubie things, but let me tell you, I finished last month's Adventure Road with 2 hours to spare. Yeah.
Was it that close? Wait, are you talking about November?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay. Good for you.
Yeah, I almost didn't. And I had to like my boyfriend was busy and he was with a client. I couldn't even ask him if I could borrow the car to go hit some vaults, and I was just like, well, hopefully he doesn't mind. And I just left and I hit some vaults because I was not going to get it
for
otherwise.
forgiveness later.
Yeah. So yeah, it was bad. But I've been trying to, like, when I go to the store, when I know I'm going to be walking for any period of time, I turn the game on. I used to not do that. Like, if I was, because, like, I might go shopping at Aldi and I'll get, like, 25% of the first walking goal. Because I'm not walking very quickly.
Yeah.
No, the service is fine. It's just I'm not walking very quickly, and I'm pushing a cart with one hand and trying to, like, you know, do the phone, and it's like I don't really get very far. But I've been trying to do it just in case.
Based.
Yeah.
You know, because I walk so much for work, and it pisses me off that it doesn't track. Because I'm like, everybody's like, respectfully, Steel Wheel, get walking, and I'm like, oh my god, I walk all day at work.
Yeah.
I don't want to come home and keep walking. So I just wish it was, I don't know, it would track a little bit better, but I get it. The anti-cheat mode. We both need GoFund keys.
Yeah. GoFund keys.
According to Goose.
Yeah. Luckily, now that I have to go back and forth to my other house, usually there and back gets me the first walking goal. So if I do that, like, twice or 3 times in a day, I can get the first 3 walking goals.
It's great.
But the past couple of days I had been driving it because I'm also lugging stuff back and forth, like boxes, and my mom, oh my god, my mom left so much stuff in this house. Like,
I can't believe she's already gone.
Yeah. Yeah, she left,
like, just bounced.
6 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning. Like, And she told me that that's when she was leaving the day before. Like, I knew she was leaving at the end of the month, but, like, the day before, she's like, yeah, so, are you gonna come over and see what you want out of the fridge? Because I'm gonna have to throw the rest of the stuff away, and, I'll be leaving first thing in the morning tomorrow. I was like, oh, okay.
Bye.
Yeah. And so she packed up what she could in her car and her boyfriend's car, and I guess she got a moving company to move some stuff, but she left an entire bedroom set, an entire living room set, an entire dining room set, like all of her food in the pantry, in the fridge, in the freezer, all of her decor.
You're gonna have to clean that stuff.
Yeah. So today I spent the day, like, you know, after I took pictures and got the place listed, we, like, just basically got a garbage bag and threw everything out. Like, we took a couple of things but my mom was such a weirdo with food, like, overly healthy weird shit, like, things I had never even heard of before. She had, like
what?
Like, she had an old can of nuts that was no longer nuts. There was this, like, tan colored powder something in it, and written on the top of the jar, it said something like boson, or I don't know, something. I don't know what it was. And so, like, yeah, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think it's drugs. Fleeing the country. No, I'm kidding.
Well, no, believe me, I've tried to get my mom to do drugs. She's not convincible, because I feel like she needs to chill out every once in a while. But no, I gave her a gummy once, and she's like, was this supposed to do anything? Because I didn't feel anything. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Those things knock me on my ass. What do you mean you didn't feel anything?
Maybe she's lying to you and she actually is a secret pothead?
No. She's not very good at lying to me. And
sorry, Korkio's mom, if you watch this episode. I'm totally kidding.
No, and then there's like a bag, like, normally a big bag, but, like, only has this much left in it of, like, wheat germ. And then, like, what am I gonna do with wheat germ? I don't even have a kitchen. You know? Like, and then there's some
interesting things.
There were multiple loaves.
Is there, like, a food bank near you?
Yes, except none of it was, like, properly packaged.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
So I couldn't donate anything.
They're like, this is drugs.
It was like the extent of what I could actually donate to a food pantry was 2 cans of tomato soup, which I wasn't driving the 20 minutes to the food pantry just to donate 2 cans of tomato soup, because there were 4 cans of tomato soup, but 2 of the cans were expired, which normally that wouldn't bother me, but I'm not going to donate expired food. Like, that's not nice. Yeah. And then, like, it's like, okay, she had, like, 2 loaves of bread that were in Ziploc baggies in the freezer, multiple hamburger buns in Ziploc baggies in the freezer. Like, I mean,
it sounds like my mom's freezer too.
Dude, most of the stuff was like Ziploc baggies of shit. There were at least
I fucking love their Ziploc bags.
Yeah. There were like 8 Ziploc bags of small chunks of different types of cheese that didn't have labels on them. So I didn't know what kind of cheese each one was and when it expired, because some of it didn't look good. And then, like,
it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah, there was like Tupperwares of like frozen chunks of potato, and like just such random shit. My mom, okay, with these Ziploc bags, I found an entire drawer full of empty used Ziploc bags.
Oh my mom.
She would turn them inside out and wash them, and then put them in the drawer to use again later. I'm like, Ma, you know those are disposable, right?
Oh my God, I love our mothers.
And your mom's here.
I didn't start anything, Mom. I was hoping he'd be in here so I could say thank you for the lovely birthday present. It was wonderful. Just got it in the mail. She got me these beautiful rings. They're like silver and gold, and I love them.
Ooh, pretty. Pretty.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
And we had quite a fun Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
How was your Thanksgiving? Did you celebrate?
It was Thanksgiving.
You know, yeah, we had a little game night and ate a bunch of food, and yeah, it was nice.
We had two, like,
Yeah,
so my
family fun.
Well, so my boyfriend's family, like, they always have Thanksgiving as an extended family. Like, everyone goes to one person's house and they do that. So we went and did that on Thanksgiving. But my mom was like, well, I don't really want to go to that because I've met these people like 10 times, but I still feel like I don't know them very well. So I don't want to go to their thing. Like, she had been to their Thanksgiving 2 years in a row. But this year, I don't know if it was because she was leaving and she felt
Didn't
bad
want to
about
tell
it.
people.
Yeah. So she's like,
exactly.
she's like, can I just have you and your boyfriend over for like our own separate Thanksgiving? And I was like, okay, fine, as long as you're cooking and I don't have to bring anything. And I was like, does your boyfriend have to be there because I don't want to talk to him? And unfortunately, it was just the four of us at a table. She cooked a salmon, and oh my God, the seasoning she put on the salmon was top notch. It was amazing.
Oh.
And then, and it was great
That's
to have
breaker if you need one.
Yeah, salmon for Thanksgiving is great because I mean, none of us eat any other meat other than fish. So like, it was great to have
That's
salmon.
What we did too.
Yeah, and then she made one of my favorite childhood dishes that we used to eat as a meal, and now she says it's supposed to be dessert, but it's not supposed to be dessert. But she decided because there's sugar in it that it's dessert now.
What is it? Sweet potato casserole or something?
No. So not everyone will know what this is, but maybe people from the Northeast would. It's called kugel. It's a Jewish thing, which is funny. I ate a ton of Jewish stuff growing up, even though we're not Jewish. But like, the Jewish culture is so prevalent in the Northeast that it just like, it's in everywhere, right? So
right.
Kugel is like this casserole made out of like egg noodles with sour cream and cream cheese to make it like and eggs and butter to make it like a solid noodle thing, right? And it's really good. And when I was a kid, my mom used to sometimes cook it with pineapple in it because that's kind of a thing. Sometimes with raisins, but I don't really like raisins. This time she didn't cook it with any of the sweet things in it, and she still said it's supposed to be dessert. So I broke out the sugar and the cinnamon and the other things that go in pumpkin pie seasoning, blended it in a bowl and sprinkled it all over the top, and I'm like, okay, now it's dessert. And it was really good, and I was the only one that ate any of it because no one else seemed to like it. So I got an entire big casserole dish full, and I ate that for breakfast for like 8 days straight.
Oh my God.
It was really good. So
that is hilarious.
yeah.
Well, kind of funny because I have a somewhat similar story, but this one is definitely a dessert and meant to be a dessert. But when you kind of say it out loud, it feels like it could be porteño So sweet potato casserole. Block Boy and his nephew came over for Thanksgiving this year, and
nice.
He made a homemade sweet potato casserole that apparently is a recipe that's in his family forever and ever. And I was pretty full / I had, set up the spread all day, so I almost I was like picking at a plate, but already like so stuffed throughout the entire day. So I didn't end up trying it that night, but I tried it the next day for like breakfast, and then I had it for breakfast like 3 more days after that because it was so fucking good.
Yeah.
But it was like, definitely like maple, brown sugar, all of the deliciousness.
That's
Not a
one of my
breakfast food.
absolute favorites. One of my absolute favorites.
My favorite part of the holiday is just eating leftovers for the next
Yeah.
3 days. So it
Well,
worked
and
out.
that's the one kind of thing that it what my family used to do is like when we would all get together, cook a whole bunch of things, everyone would go home with a leftover plate of a little bit of everything, right? We would divide all the things by everyone. My boyfriend's family doesn't do that. You go home with the leftovers of whatever you brought. And
Oh, right. We've talked about this before.
yeah, and I'm like,
If you're smart, you should switch with somebody.
right? But so
Like that makes it fun. Like a little white elephant at
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
right?
That is actually genius. Oh my god. I'm doing this next year.
There you go.
Potluck style and then turn white elephant.
I like it. I like it. The only problem with that is that the best dishes, there's nothing left over. So, yeah. But,
But it's whatever's going to reheat best the next day.
yeah. So
Top priority.
they knew that we didn't have a kitchen. We couldn't cook anything. So they just gave us random, like, oh, just grab a couple pies from the grocery store. So we brought, like, a pumpkin pie and a pecan pie that no one touched. So we brought 2 whole pies and brought home 2 whole pies. So
Back to the store. No.
and it sucks because one of my favorite dishes ever always exists at Thanksgiving, and my boyfriend's sister-in-law, so my boyfriend's brother's wife, makes this corn casserole. And it is like just short of cornbread. There's no bread part. It's just like corn
So thick.
mush, like creamed corn with like it's so fun.
Yeah,
It's not soupy. It's like it's actually chunks. You could pick it up with your hand and eat it like a brownie or something. But like,
Totally.
it's so freaking good. So good.
Yeah. Shout out to Marvin's Nana because she also makes a killer creamed corn that is sort of similar to that. It's definitely more like creamy mac and cheese consistency than
Yeah.
anything else. And it's one of my favorites. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Love a creamed corn or corn casserole something where it's like sweet and delicious and rich. Yes. Sign me up.
Supposedly, like her secret ingredient for this corn casserole is shredded cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
like,
probably Parmesan too, if I had to guess.
ooh, maybe.
It's probably Parmesan
I wonder.
because it's like the perfect sharp, creamy, and breaks down really easily and gets like stringy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So apparently
Oh my
Fico
God.
and Rubik's know what Kugel is, so that's cool.
Nice.
Rubik says, yes, its place within a meal is confusing. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I'm seeing one of Shu's comments and saying that he had a dream that he was in Santa Monica. He was at the Santa Monica Pier, and the Marvins were going to take me hunting, but they never showed up.
That wouldn't happen.
Oh, how fucking rude of us! But yes, that would never happen.
Yeah.
Bad dream, Marvins. Bad.
Yeah. Oh, I recently, what was it? Was it 2 nights ago? I was watching an episode of Star Trek Voyager, and they ended up, it was like a go back in time to 1990s LA thing. And so they like had to land in LA, and they were like, they had to go to the Griffith Observatory, and like they were just talking with people on the street and whatever. They were on the Santa Monica Pier and right next to the hot dog on a stick place, and I was like, we parked right there. I was
we
like,
were hitting a lot of cauldrons down there.
yeah, we were. Yeah, so I was, as I was watching the episode, I kept pointing out stuff like, oh, I was over here, and oh, I know this is Santa Monica Pier because it actually has a roller coaster, not like the Long Beach one that's liney thing just looks like a roller coaster.
Yeah, we got the real deal stuff.
Yeah, but
charge
so
you $12 to ride it.
It's really interesting to know that in the 90s, when that was filmed, the hot dog on a stick place looked exactly the same. Exactly the same. And most of the things over there looked exactly the same, like right on the pier. Like, none of that has changed.
Yeah. Well, and actually, I think Marvin's house can probably speak to this more, but they had to rebuild after it wasn't a tsunami, but we had a like pretty massive
Well, and that's
storm
when we
come
got your
through
Ferris
and take
wheel.
out the pier. Right.
Yeah.
So, but no, we had another one after that, like in the 90s, I want to say. Um, is that
But
when did the Ferris wheel?
that's when we got your Ferris wheel, was the early
That was
90s.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, that one.
We
so
got it because it was
that
broken.
makes sense that like not
Yeah.
much has changed.
It was broken, so Oklahoma City bought your broken used goods, and you guys just got a new one that was pretty much exactly the same as the old one. It just wasn't broken anymore, and we just fixed up your old one and put it into work. So, yeah.
Sorry, we need it for movies and stuff, you know. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, it was it was really really interesting to see all of that and be like, oh, I was there, and I mentioned that I would have gone to the Griffith Observatory, except there's no signal there, even though there's a yellow vault there. No one goes to it because you can't really hit it.
Yeah, and actually, we ended up getting the yellow vault moved because the service is so recordedly bad there.
Huh.
And they have proof that like no one has been able to ever get a perfect answer, probably because just connection activity issues.
Yeah.
So that one is actually the one that got moved to Universal Studios Hollywood. So that's where that one got moved. Yeah, no more at the Griffith Observatory, even though it's such a beautiful like hike and walk, and the grounds are amazing. But yeah,
and go figure, Sarah Silverman was in that episode, which was really weird because she wasn't really a thing yet. You know, she wasn't super famous, but she was famous enough to get a like guest star part in Star Trek Voyager in the 90s.
Wait, I feel like that was like when she was in her prime though, no?
I thought that was like 2010s.
Like American Pie and all that stuff, like that kind of.
Oh, maybe. Well, American Pie was
in the
all early 2000s. This was like the early 90s.
Okay, so maybe she was like just recently coming up.
Yeah. No one that's really big ever gets a guest star part in Star Trek. Yeah, I mean, it's a little too small time for big names, but it's interesting. Feedgoat says Midwest upbringing, lots of Kugel. I mean, I live in the Midwest, and I feel like most people here have no clue what Kugel is. Like, I don't know that I've run across any Jewish people here, and it's a Jewish dish, so that's kind of interesting that she would know Kugel because of living in the Midwest. Maybe northern Midwest, maybe.
I'm sure there's Jewish people around you.
There are, but I mean, there's not big communities. Like we have communities of like.
Not in Rhode Island.
Oh, in Rhode Island, there's tons, but I mean, I'm saying in Oklahoma.
Maybe that's rare.
Well, I don't know where she lived in the Midwest. I mean, she might have been northern. I have a feeling maybe she was northern Midwest. Maybe you can tell us, Feedgoat, where you mean in the Midwest.
Okay.
But yeah, no, in Oklahoma we've got lots of people from like Jordan,
Rubik's.
And
Sorry, I wasn't saying she was in American Pie. I just felt it was like the same era when she was super popular. It was like I mean, I don't know why American Pie comes to mind. I feel like maybe she's done a stand-up or a skit about it or something, but I know that she's not in the she's not in the movie. Sorry if I got anybody confused there.
Yeah. See, Minnesota and Iowa. I knew it would have to be northern. And German makes sense. There's a lot of Germans in the Midwest. So, yeah. Sir Jade Alien says, I've had many a Kugel, Jewish relatives on Long Island. Yeah, see, and I love Kugel. Like, it was one of my favorite things when I was a kid. And I've never been able to make it properly, so. Now my mom lives in Arizona, so if anyone in Arizona wants a good Kugel, she's in a retirement community in Tucson somewhere, so.
Just make sure to tell her you want it as a dessert.
Yeah, it was extra good with the pumpkin pie spice and sugar sprinkled on top. Man, that was so good. And it's good hot and cold. Like, it's one of those things you can eat either way. It's great. Intellect Slang says she was on SNL in the early 90s. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's probably about when she got her spot.
Yeah.
So.
But anywho.
Anyway, Hoth, we don't have a
Fun.
code. We don't even have
Yeah,
vending machines,
sorry,
Hoth.
We're blowing it, man. We just show up.
Yeah.
We're here for a good time, not a
Wait,
long time. Okay?
sometimes though. We sometimes show up.
Sometimes. We're doing our best.
Yeah. Life's been busy, man. We still don't even have all the drywall up in the kitchen, and we were supposed to I was thinking we'd get all the drywall finished before we even went to LA, and then my boyfriend would work on the mud and tape while I was gone, and then we would be texturing and painting by now. But we don't even have all the drywall up yet. We still have to go buy more drywall. So that's fun. Still don't have a kitchen. Not gonna have a kitchen for Christmas. Which is fine. I hate Christmas anyway, so it's appropriate. I'll spend my whole Christmas just working on the kitchen.
Well, hey, speaking of Christmas, let's talk about the stuff that we do like that happens over Christmas, like events in the Cubieverse.
Yeah.
We're supposed to hear more. Are you going to watch Hunter's Watch tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
We got moved to tomorrow, 11 a.m.
Which is
standard time.
Kind of sucks because, normally we'd be able to be, recapping the Hunter's Lodge for you guys, but we'll have to do that next week, maybe, if we're doing this next week.
I'm actually picking up Channers tomorrow from Union Station because she's in San Diego right now. She did a little San Diego meetup with Nico, I think. And she's visiting her friend down there and then popping up here for a day before she flies out of LAX.
Nice.
So I'm picking her up right before Hunter's Lodge starts.
Oh, wow.
We'll be listening in the car. But,
that was
I much prefer them on Sunday when we can have a full breakdown.
Yeah. Marvin's house picked me up right as the Hunter's Lodge was starting from the airport.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a new tradition. Every Hunter's Lodge, someone's going to have to come to Santa Monica so I can come get you from wherever you're coming from.
Yeah.
And we can listen to Hunter's Lodge on the way back.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yes, non-copyrighted angry green man.
Yeah, what will the epic be this year? Grinch. Non-copyrighted angry green man.
Yeah, I think they had given some hints in the Discord, but now I can't even remember what they were.
I wouldn't know.
Freckled Grinch. I love it.
Yeah. Well, okay, so we got a gingerbread man Nutcracker last year. Gingerbread man the year before.
Yes, and then last year was Nutcracker, and then before that was...
So is it going to follow a food theme? Oh. Maybe it's a fruitcake QB. That would be kind of funny.
Never had fruitcake on Christmas, so it cracks me up that that's a thing.
Yeah,
and it's a very well-known thing, but I'm I am just not one of the people that did those things. That's interesting.
Yeah,
it's not a Yeti or a snow monster type thing.
Okay. Yeah, maybe the Coca-Cola polar bear.
There we go. Hey, a polar bear QB would actually be so cute. It reminds me of Medverich's QB. A little white. I think his is a little white bear that's playing hockey. Yeah.
Huh.
That would be cute. Yes, Black Santa. Love that.
Black Santa. Jack Frost. I don't know.
Well, we have a snowman already, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I want it to follow the food theme. We had a gingerbread man and then a nutcracker. So maybe a Yule log cake QB. I don't know.
Mistletoe QB.
That's not food.
Well, it's something that's of the earth. Candy cane QB.
That would be difficult.
The animation could pop out into a candy cane.
Yeah. Potato Lotkey QB. Okay, a Kugel QB. I like it. Let's do
QB. There we go.
Kugel QB. Yeah. I I don't know, what other
think that'd be
Christmas...
cute.
Maybe it's a Christmas ham cubie.
I was just thinking that, like a honey ham,
Yeah. Honey ham
and then
cubie.
the bee could be in the animation.
Yeah.
Huh? What else?
Maybe... Oh. Maybe we have two epics. And one is a chocolate chip cookie, and one is a cup of milk.
No, let's not add more epics. No more epics. No more extra epics. Only for Halloween. No more. No.
Okay.
But the milk could be the rare item.
Yeah.
Or the rare cubie.
Yeah.
Or it could be like a resource to the cookie, right?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
You want a glass of milk cubie.
Yeah, it would be like Nasta Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger
Oh,
Force.
okay. You had a vision.
Yeah. But I was just trying to think, how can you make chocolate chip cookies with milk if we were using the milk as a resource? But
Christmas cauldron incoming.
yeah.
Whoa! Christmas witch. Fauna, she's Italian. Yeah.
What if
Great.
Oh, wait. What if we had I'm trying to think of how this works. I'm thinking of, like, you know how people put popcorn on a garland, like, to go on their tree?
A tree cubie. We need like a tree cubie.
Yeah, that just
That would
says
be kinda
popcorn
cute.
garland on it.
I still think like an ornament cubie would be cute too. Like, you know, your
Oh,
basic
yeah.
ornament. Or like your old school lights that you string, like one big bulb,
Yeah.
you know? Which
Yeah.
would be really cute.
Yeah.
I'm having to come up with all the Christmas ideas. Keep them coming.
Idea of cases. Now there's a collab idea. Would love a meat wad. Idea of K, were you around to hear how when I got my very first tattoo, my dad thought the center of it was meat wad tattooed on my leg, but it's like supposed to be the center of a flower, but my dad thought it looked like meat wad. It's so bad.
Oh man.
Oh, what about the angel that goes on top of the tree?
That would be cute.
Yeah. Except I hate putting angels on the tree.
I was gonna say it's a little bit religious though, so
Yeah.
we still don't really have a star cubie. I could see that being like a really cute common.
Yeah.
A little star cubie.
What about
What about the penguins, bro? What about the penguins in the igloo? Where are the goddamn penguins? Bring back the penguins.
I like that. I like that. I mean, we could
The
go
little penguins are so cute.
we could go full religious with it and have like a camel cubie and like a
The Seven Kings.
the shepherd like with the
Seven King randomizer cubie.
yeah. We could get like
4 Kings.
we could have instead of putting up Christmas trees all over the place for people to hit, we could just put up mangers. And you have
I'm
to
telling y'all.
and then you'd have to bring to the manger, instead of putting keys in it, you'd have to bring like frankincense and myrrh.
Well, I'm excited for Christmas though. It should be fun. It's
Yeah,
always a busy time of the year for everybody.
If I
but
can
it
even
should be fun.
like participate with the lack of keys.
Yeah, man. Well,
It's been so
listen,
cold
if
here.
it's the first event where I can't complete the question, I think I'll be okay.
This would be my
Halloween.
second Christmas in a row, third Christmas in a row. I can't remember.
Maybe?
Yeah, Christmas doesn't like me, and I don't like Christmas. So
No, it's okay. Well, that's a mutual decision that
yeah,
you and
we've agreed
Christmas
to
have
dislike
made.
each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
The RNG
So-
of Christmas.
Are in Christmas Jesus. It's like it's his birthday, and he
The
just says, "Fuck
RNGesus
you."
of Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's because you don't like Christmas.
Probably. Also, I'm not a...
Mindset matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a
Okay, so
sleigh
they
cubie?
not like things. Oh, that would be cool.
Would it even be possible?
Why not?
How would it walk? It would just slide, I guess.
With its, well, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it would just slide.
Yeah.
That would be sick, actually.
Yeah. What about, like, a... Everyone need to show Korkio the true meaning of Christmas blueberries.
I think he means the Christmas cherries.
Yeah. Last year was nuts. It was Christmas nuts. It wasn't even
That's
like...
right.
It should have been chestnuts. Though I guess you don't crack chestnuts with a nutcracker, do you? I don't know.
Yeah? That the point of a nutcracker is for chestnuts?
No, chestnuts you put in the fire and they break apart really easily. The nutcracker's for more like
I guess
walnuts.
if you were gonna roast them, if you were gonna roast the chestnuts, yeah.
Yeah, you always roast chestnuts. That's how you... Do you eat chestnuts not roasted? How do you
You
get
don't have
into
to
them?
eat them roasted. With a nutcracker.
Do they actually open with a nutcracker?
Yeah. They make a whole device. It's like a...
Well, I know, but I've never... Usually that works for the nuts that have like a...
split along the side.
No, chestnuts don't.
There's like a... There is, but it's not so pronounced every time, but there's one. I promise.
Oh.
I get them in my fucking stocking. Like, I got them every year for like years.
Really? Wait, chestnuts that... I mean, every time I've had chestnuts, they were just
Maybe
like
we
us...
have different chestnuts that are... I don't know.
The
Mechanically
chestnuts I
processed
get
or
are
something.
like... They're like drop shaped. They have like a point on one end. They're like almost like heart shaped. And they're solid, mostly round brown, and they're kind of flat on one side. And you take a knife and you make an X in the flat part, and then you put them in the oven, and then the part that you cut like curls up, and then you just use that to peel them apart. See,
I think I might
Rubik
have
says,
different chestnuts.
yeah, Rubik says, I don't think I've ever seen someone eat a raw chestnut.
Let me see the pictures here.
You know, I found out my boyfriend has never had chestnuts. So last year I tried to find him some, and I couldn't find any chestnuts for him. Like, they didn't exist here. So if anyone can find a place that has chestnuts, let me know, because I need to introduce him to chestnuts this year.
I'm trying to find a picture of them, because this shell is not the same shell that I'm thinking of. But I'm not finding a Google image of the shell that I'm talking about. Oh, right here. Yeah. No, not really. They're not this dark brown. Chestnuts.
Chestnuts.
I see. I'm looking at thousands of pictures of them.
They don't have a seam on them.
Anyways.
They look like figs.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe it wasn't chestnuts in my stocking and my dad was lying to me.
Dads do
Which
that,
doesn't
man.
surprise me.
Dads so do that. Yeah.
My dad is definitely guilty of doing that.
Yeah, my dad was too. I think you were getting
talking about
walnuts.
Walnut.
Yeah, walnuts have the seam.
Walnuts. I'm sorry, I stand corrected.
Yeah, walnuts look like brains.
Yes.
That's what goes in the nutcracker, is walnuts, not chestnuts. Chestnuts you have to roast over a fire. Ooh, Nikki Boo, great trade. Send me chestnuts, I'll do your taxes. Down.
You are a cheap accountant.
I need a lot of chestnuts, though. Like, you gotta send me a box of chestnuts.
What? How big is the box, bro?
Shoebox size worth of chestnuts. Yeah. But, yeah, I heard when I was looking for the chestnuts last year, I heard that recently, the American chestnut tree has gotten like this pest or this virus that's like killing off all the American chestnut trees, and so there are way fewer chestnuts in the world than there used to be, and we're the only ones that have the chestnuts. And so if all the trees are dying from this like invasive Asian species of something that brought this pest that kills all the chestnut trees, and we're not going to have chestnuts anymore, and we got to save the chestnuts. Save the chestnuts.
Save the chestnut.
I say we have a chestnut QB to raise awareness for saving the chestnuts.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
So.
well, that's our vote.
Yeah. So it should be
your vote is for chestnuts. Mine's gonna be for walnuts.
But
apparently
wait,
what I've been cracking my whole life.
you should make it a mission then to go get yourself some chestnuts and roast them on a fire. In the oven.
Apartment?
In the oven. Put them in the oven.
I was like, I don't have a fire to roast these things.
Yeah. No, they're super easy. You so on the flat side of the chestnut, you score it with a knife, like an X, and you get
I saw in those Google pictures.
Yeah, and then you put it in the oven. I don't know, you can Google how long, what temperature, and you wait until the skin kind of curls back, and when it does, you take them out, and you try to peel them while they're still hot, because they'll peel the easiest while they're still hot, but it's painful. So this is like a painful, delicious thing. But you peel them apart.
You work for them.
Yeah, and they taste like, they're almost like butter. Like, they're so creamy. It's a very good nut. I highly recommend this nut if you get the chance.
Okay.
Figo says, don't the Brits have chestnuts? I think they do, but they have very different chestnuts. We get chestnuts from a tree called the American chestnut tree, and I think their chestnuts are a bit different. You can't use oven mitts because you have to actually be able to pull the pieces.
Peel it.
Yeah,
you need like a nail.
Yeah, so I vote chestnuts. If you get a chance, eat a chestnut.
Okie dokie.
It's so worth it. They're like 10 times, like I like walnuts, but they are 10 times better than walnuts. You have to work 10 times as hard to get into them, but
over walnuts any day. So.
Yeah, it's like the pomegranate of nuts. You know how pomegranates are impossible?
Yeah.
Have you ever like had to cut open a pomegranate and tried to get all the little beaties out without popping them all over the place? Yeah, it's like it's a lot of work for the tiniest bit of food. Yeah, but that's what chestnuts are like. It's worth it.
Okay. How do I feel about kiwis also, but I feel like
about what?
They're kiwis. Like there's you always need a tool to get the freaking skin off of the kiwi. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think a lot of people actually eat the skin.
Fruit or vegetable. Ew.
I know I couldn't do it. The texture would be weird, but I think a lot of people do.
It's like furry.
I know.
Gross.
But a peach is furry too.
Thing?
Peach is furry too, but not as prickly.
It's so different.
Yeah.
Like sandpaper versus a smooth surface.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything that you have to work for, I'm like, dang it.
Worth it. Fucking avocado.
Yeah, it's worth it though.
Avocado is the messiest fucking thing to get out of its like.
But I guess you don't have to roast these things, so that's I'll do.
The roasting's the easy part. It's like beets. Like roasting makes everything better. Everything. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah. Anyways, here we are. We've divulged into our food talk. It didn't take long, people.
Right.
It didn't take long at all.
Right. Italy slings, eat your kiwi with a spoon.
Yes. No, of course, but
like one of those grapefruit spoons that has like one of the edges is serrated, so you can just like scrape it out of its skin.
Get the top off. Yeah. And get that top off, so you got a starting point. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah, I love kiwis. I haven't had a kiwi in a while.
Me too.
I love the golden.
I don't know why I thought of that. It was just a random like, what's a fruit that I usually have to work hard for? And I'm like, Kiwis feels right. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had the golden kiwis? Those are really good.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
You
Are
would
they
know.
actually
They're
golden?
yellow.
Oh, then maybe not.
They're pretty good. Not as good as yellow watermelon though. That's the best yellow thing.
Yeah. I can do concur.
Korkio's
Korkio's kitchen.
Yeah.
We back, babies.
Chat
And
GPT
back on
roast
food.
today. I used Chat GPT today. I used Chat GPT to write the property description of my rental house.
Smart.
Yeah, it was very helpful.
A good way to use it. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Mushroom kiwi. I'd be down for a mushroom kiwi.
All the food cubies.
Yeah, see? Steel Wheel says, a dude at work eats his kiwi like an apple, skins and all. I told you. I mean, I wouldn't do it myself, but...
I feel like I'd be eating... no. Can't. It's like eating hair. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Sorry. That ASMR is probably not great, but...
Yeah, to each their own. Yeah, we're not going to kink shame here, but we could.
That is not a kink. That is food.
Food can be a kink. I have a food kink. I fucking love food. I love it. I fucking love it.
But you're okay. Never mind. Anyways, let's talk about. Talk more about what we're excited about for Hunter's Lodge tomorrow, shall we? What are we expecting for Hunter's Lodge tomorrow?
Well, I hope there's some stuff about Christmas.
Where are we putting Christmas trees? What are we placing them on? I've got blueprints that I want to place day one. What am I putting it on?
Well,
tag? A vault? What's happening?
I spent a lot of time when I was that one day that I was doing OSM stuff. I spent a lot of time tagging trees. So we'll see if that happens.
It sounds like we probably didn't need to do that because I did the same thing. And then all my shit got rejected, and I was like, "Fuck you, man."
You've got like a mean OSM person watching your area because,
and it's like right away, like 6 hours later, somebody's like, "Nope, denied." I'm like, all right.
I mean, I haven't had anyone really mess with it, so yeah.
I'm in it for the walls at this point, so it's fine. I got that post office tag finally, so we're making progress.
Yeah. Nikki Boo, it's the normal time, so that means 2 p.m. your time, I believe. But they record it, so you can always watch it after, even though you'll be at work. Yeah, I feel like them doing it on a Monday was a bad choice because a lot of people will be working. It's not like it's a holiday, is it? No.
And I'm guessing we don't really have. Is there a contest? Are we supposed to wear something? Like, are we winning anything? Do we get? What I'm wondering is there a participation trophy? I
don't know.
Those are always a nice incentive to like even comment or like the video.
Yeah. They didn't give us a Thanksgiving.
Chromatic paint, please.
Huh?
No, bummer.
Oh, chromatic paint.
No Thanksgiving. Yes. No Thanksgiving. No Paintsgiving. We didn't get any paint this year.
But
we did get the Mac and Me event.
Yeah, we got the 2 events right around Thanksgiving anyway. Yep. Did you buy the Dr. Forrester QB?
No. Did you? You did?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I heard no, and then you're nodding your head.
Well, I said no question because you didn't. You said you didn't. I was like, no, really? Because I did.
Nice. Good.
Yeah. I spent a week playing misplay games and only doing like up to checkpoint 6 on each one and multiple games every day to get $100 so I could get the Black Friday bunch of keys. So what was it, like 13,000 keys for $100? And so yeah, I totally bought that shit.
Nice.
So
now I'm holding off, I think, from buying anything at this moment. Just at this moment.
Yeah.
Only because like I bought stuff and then I keep like fucking up, so I want to just like wait before I keep like spending frivolous money and see
Yeah.
like what happens. I guess that's just when it comes to like structures and stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't get any keys for Black Friday either because it was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah. You gotta do the
And
misplay thing, man. I'm telling you.
yeah, I should.
Yeah.
Then to
And
justify my things, but I don't have time for all of this. It sucks.
you know what I bought? I haven't used it yet because I also have had I I've had the time but also not had, like I've been swamped, but it's also seasonal affective disorder season. So
Yeah,
I've spent a lot
it's
of
time to
time
get
playing
depressed.
yeah, I've spent a lot of time playing games on my phone. So I haven't used it yet, but I bought an auto clicker. It's like a little device that you just clip onto your phone and it will click the screen for you like at a timed interval,
Uh-huh.
right? So
Oh my god.
misplay all they care about is that you're active in a game. It doesn't care what you do in the game. It's just that you are in the game and the screen is active doing things for a period of time, right? And so if I get really busy and I don't have time to actually play the games, then I can just download one, put this clicker on my phone, and just leave it off to the side for a couple of hours, and I'll make $10. It's pretty awesome.
Why do I feel like there's something against the terms and conditions?
There isn't. That's what these. I mean, people use this shit all the time. Like, all they care is that you watch
True.
the ads. Like, but the ad
But you're
can
not
play on
watching
your.
the ad.
But I never do. Even when I'm not using the clicker, like, I had an
True.
ad pops
Okay.
up. I put my phone down and I go take a bathroom break. When I come back and the ad is done. Like, who the hell actually watches the ads? Every once in a while, I'll watch the ads, and it's funny because a lot of these games will play advertisements for other platforms that are like Misplay. So there's Misplay, Rewarded Play, Cash Cow, Cash Giraffe, Daily Gift. So if you don't want to use Misplay, try one of the other ones. But they all are pretty much exactly the same. Like,
Mhm.
you just have the game going for a certain amount of time. It gives you points. You turn those points into money. So, yeah.
It's like a pretty, yeah. Yeah, everybody wants to know what. So you should drop a referral link on your Twitter.
Oh, you guys,
I said what?
is that
I don't know.
is that what he's asking about? Or are they asking about snow in Canada?
Oh, maybe not. It just happened right after you said that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, snow.
If anyone does
I
want
want to go snowboarding.
oh, you go, you do that.
I don't think we have snow here just yet. We need to get some rain first, but
You know what's
hopefully
crazy? So
probably in February.
my mom left Oklahoma because she's like, I can't do winter. Like, I don't want to be here for the winter. And we have not had snow here. It's been a little chilly here and there, but
Mhm.
we're actually having fall, which never happens in Oklahoma. We're actually having multiple months of fall weather, which is weird. And as she was driving to Arizona, she hit snow. It's like, so you're leaving the place that is not having snow to go to a place that has snow.
Well, yeah, right. I'm like, don't you guys kind of have like very similar climates in a sense where it can get dry and maybe not so windy in Arizona, but it gets pretty cold there
It can get cold for
and
sure.
temperatures are pretty fluctuating and can
Yeah.
drop. And
So,
it
but
definitely has snowed.
our summers are like exactly the same. Hot, dry. It's almost like a desert here in the summer. But we have the spring and fall that are very rainy, and then we have a very dry winter. Keva, we don't have a code.
I'm like, damn, bro, do you hear anything that we're saying?
But yeah, so it's been like it's actually been in the 60s here, but we've gotten a lot of rain, And which is why I haven't been walking, because it never rains here this much in like November, December. Our rainy time is September. It didn't rain at all in September. And now it's been pouring like a lot, and I can't get out and walk that much because it's raining all the time. But anyway, wait.
Oh, crazy. I think we should
Unless-
stop the stream because we're confusing people because we said nowhere that we had a code. Now everybody
wait.
thinks we have a code.
I do have a referral code for misplay if that's the code you guys want.
Take that code.
But
That's
if
actually
anyone
cashing you out anyway, which is what everybody wants. So
yeah,
don't want your money.
if you guys actually do want a misplay referral thing, just message me and I'll send it to you because you'll get extra bonus points, and so will I. But yeah. Kevo says they haven't been in the Discord. Yeah, and when I have popped into the Discord, I have seen people just yelling, "Where's the code?" And I'm like, oh yeah, everyone's being stupid. Whatever. I just, yeah. So.
It's the new bathroom break.
I guess so.
You guys are funny. Hopefully we'll have one for you before the end of the year, but yeah. Not
That'd
this
be
time,
nice.
guys. Sorry.
Maybe they'll give us a code for Christmas. Maybe it'll be our Christmas
Yeah.
present.
To be fair, we haven't been super consistent, so I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
But at least we're actually playing the game and looking at the actual game on our phones when we stream, unlike another influencer that they chose to feature recently.
I'm just ready for this dog event that they keep teasing. I want the dog
Dogs,
event.
man,
Dog
yeah.
Mania 2024.
Right.
You know, I think I might cry if I see a dog in game that looks like Marvin, named Marvin. I
That
would
would
truly.
That would be the best.
That would be the best. And then also, a cherry on top would be if there was more like that. So, that's all I'm going to be excited about. These influencer events are wonderful. I am so glad that we could be here to be Kevo's Blueberries. I think, if anything, that is what this event, my favorite part of this event, is being Kevo's Blueberry. So,
yeah.
I got to go collect a little bit more fairy dust, though.
Yeah, I really need to collect some shit. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, if we could get a dog, if we could get a Pearl QB and a Marvin QB, if there could be a bear QB and
Yes.
what's Steel Wheels? Is it Steel Wheels?
Scooby.
Dog? Yeah, Subi QB.
Scooby QB.
That'd be cool. And then
We need a Sandy QB.
that's
for
Feed Goats, right?
Dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Justice QB for Zenny's dog.
Yeah.
And who else has dogs that I love
Ryder.
retweeting? Ryder, duh.
Yeah.
Ryder QB.
Yeah.
And then who else? All of you guys have such amazing animals and dogs.
Developers, if you need ideas for dog QBs with attached names, I can give you a Rottweiler Chow Mix named Gansett, a Husky named Bailey. There are multiple yellow labs named Sandy, so that seems to just be obvious. And then, yeah, I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should vote.
You could do a little white Bichon named Salty.
That would be fucking cute.
Yeah. A big black lab named Seffi, who was found while playing the game, even though she's a brat and needs to find a new home. We have her on Adopt a Pet, like on the Pet Finder thing, trying to find her another home. And one lady actually reached out and was interested, and when she asked the weight, Seffi's like 88 pounds. And Slady was like, oh, I'm looking for more like a 60-pound lab. I'm like, oh, okay, be picky, bitch. Sure.
Yeah. Well, have you guys tried doing just like a little bit of like basic training with her? Like slowly but surely kind of training?
No.
No.
We don't have time for that shit. Well, okay, I can't give
5
her any
minutes a day?
attention. I have time for that, and I could probably be successful at that, but I can't give her attention or she will attack Brewski. So, my boyfriend doesn't have time for that. He would have to be
But
the
you
one
could
to do
like,
it.
if you like separated for 15 minutes a day to do a little training, like in the
I can't-
backyard while the
No,
rest of
because
the
if
dogs are
I
inside.
start to give her attention, she'll realize that I realize she exists, and then she won't leave
She's
me
a
alone.
resource guarder. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So,
Got it.
no, she'll probably be on a plane to Colorado or something here soon because we gave the info to the rescue and they've got contacts and we're just waiting to hear when they can pop her on a plane to go to a northern state where they don't kill dogs. So, yeah. I mean, honestly, if she hadn't been in and out of the shelter 5 times already, I would have brought her back to the shelter, but they would definitely put her down. So, yeah. Feed goat. My other lab, my yellow lab, she's a yellow lab German Shepherd mix, but she's only 55 pounds, but because she's a mix. Seffi's mixed with something giant, like probably Pyrenees or something. Like she's extra big. She has a whole lot of hair and body. Seffi is fucking jacked, man.
Big.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Subi is 120 pounds? There's no way.
She's a big dog. You
Really?
haven't seen pictures of Subi?
I have, but she didn't look that big.
She's tall. And
Well,
compared to, like, when she's next to a person, I guess that's like what I relate
don't know
to.
that
I'm
I've
oh my
seen
god,
those
she's
pictures.
like half the size of, she's like half the size of a person.
Yeah, I don't know that I've
She's fucking
seen
gorgeous though.
pounds. I don't know that I've seen pictures of her next to a person. I've only just seen, like, the picture that you responded to earlier. Like, I saw that one, and I've seen them in the past, but it's all just been her. So, I mean, and I love
Such a
large dogs.
babe.
I just love large, lazy dogs, and Seffi is not a lazy dog. Seffi is... Brewski's got a really big scab above his eye and on his nose right now because he got confused and he walked by her when he shouldn't have, and she snapped in his face and he was just like gushing blood. And I'm like, no, you can't do this to my dog, bitch. Find another house.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Whatevs. We'll figure it out.
Well, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully she'll find a new home that's good for her.
Oh my gosh. Figo says her Sandy dog is 55 pounds and my Sandy dog is 55 pounds. That's crazy.
Little twinsy Sandys.
Yeah. My Sandy is doing so much better. It's almost like...
That's so good.
So when I was in LA, she had a moment where she like stopped eating for a couple days and didn't get out of her bed, and my boyfriend had to like bring her outside and like help her do her business and bring her back inside. So the vet was like, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about end of life, blah blah blah. And it's almost like she heard that, and she has been voraciously eating ever since, like eating all of her food, like just and she's been running around, and she's like I'm not letting that guy take me away.
Good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's doing a lot better.
So happy to hear that.
Now I'm the one with the,
Ailments.
yeah, the ailments. Brewski's doing a lot better too. He's going up and down the stairs no problem now. After all the attempts we made to try and find a way to make the stairs safer for him, he's like, fuck that, I'm fine with the stairs.
I got this, Mom.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
My dogs are crazy. So,
Baby doggos.
yeah, Steel Wheel, they know. They definitely know. I know they know. They're way smarter than they let on.
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
So, what else?
Well, what do we think? Oh, I don't know. Not really much. We just got Hunter's Lodge tomorrow, Christmas event coming up. So I guess we'll have more to talk about either next week or the week after. I guess we'll have to decide if we're gonna do a back-to-back number or if we're gonna stick to every other week.
Yeah.
Figure that out. Look at the calendar.
What is next Sunday? What's going
The
on
10th?
next Sunday?
Or we could do the 17th, and then definitely not the 24th, and then definitely not the 31st.
Yeah, we're definitely skipping Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I hope you guys aren't bummed.
Unless something cray cuckoo bananas happens during the Christmas event, and we gotta like emergo stream it. But
the likeliness of that happening is very slim. But I would say
so then maybe we will stream for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. I mean, you guys like us here, right? I mean,
9 of them like us, so that's good.
9. I see 16.
Well, I only see 9 that actually liked the video.
Oh, come on, guys! What the hell? Yeah, where the hell is
Channers?
She's in San Diego.
She's in San Diego.
Yeah. Where the hell have you been? We already talked about this.
Yeah, where you been, Cavo?
Yeah.
She'll be here tomorrow, though. If that makes you feel any better.
Yeah. Oh, look, we just got a bunch more likes.
You guys at thebomb.com. We've missed you for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Hopefully next time that we're here, we've got a code for you to put into hopefully a vending machine that you have, or if not, we've got some sort of fun thing that we'll have happening. So we'll keep you posted for sure. We'll definitely let you know beforehand. We won't keep anything a secret, so you know you can make a decision, an informed decision on whether or not you want to tune in. Okay?
Yeah. And speaking of, did you see that awesome tweet we got from, was it Goose?
Yes, he's a sweetheart.
Like, Goose not only hangs out with us here almost every week, chatting with us, but then apparently goes and listens to us again on Spotify.
Or maybe like misses it sometimes and then does listen to us.
Maybe he doesn't listen to very many podcasts at all, and we somehow made it to his top podcasts because he doesn't listen to anything. It did seem like
he does listen to a lot of stuff, which seemed interesting actually. So.
I felt quite honored to be on that list. It was wonderful. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for the shout out, Goose.
Yes.
Yeah, that was super sweet.
I don't even know if I made my top podcast.
I definitely didn't. I don't listen to us.
Well,
respectfully.
I pulled it up again on YouTube just to edit it, but that's it. So. Yeah.
Yes. So does Blueberry.
Maybe. Oh, Goose says he has a lot of driving time. Well, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah.
We love it.
Wait.
Keep listening and watching. I cannot. This is why I said it. Your girl is tired because the last week I have combined so many fucking words together that should not be together. It is actually insane. But that's like the 5th time that's happened to me this week.
Watching. I like watching things.
I like watching things too.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do.
Yeah. So wait, did you say
how do I reach these kids?
Did you say you're gonna have a vending machine tomorrow?
It's there today. I could go cut the ribbons on it right now.
Oh, well, you should do it soon because apparently the chromatic paint code still works.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I think tomorrow when I go get Channers and make a day of it. You know.
That sounds good.
Because I think the both of us still need some fairy dust and maybe some strawberries and all the things. So hopefully the next event is blueberries during Kevo's influencer event. That should have been my vote actually during the survey. It was a Kevo Strings influencer event.
Who did you put? I'm curious.
I don't think I put anybody, to be honest. I
Really?
don't like. Yeah. Um. Who did I put? Oh, you want to know who I fucking put?
Yes?
You're gonna crack up. I put Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Really? I love it. You do you know who I put? It's similar vein, but slightly different. And I actually put multiple people, but I put Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I love that.
so I put Neil deGrasse Tyson. I put
There was like influencers that I follow. I don't fucking know, man.
yeah, I think I put Patrick Stewart, but I think that was more as a joke because that probably wouldn't happen. Um,
If there was a dog event, absolutely we could get Sir Patrick Stewart on board. Are you kidding me?
yes, that would be awesome. Make it happen. Make it so. Engage. Sorry, Star Trek words.
Paid for this shit, though. I'm like,
And so I had my boyfriend come up, like, I was sitting next to him when I was taking the survey, and I was like, babe, what kind of cubies do you want to see? And I think he actually said fruitcake cubie, which is where that came from. There were a couple really good ones, but I totally forget what they are now. I wish I had screenshotted it so I could go back, because we came up with some good ideas. We really did.
nice. I feel like we just like spouted out some great ideas for the Christmas cubies.
Yes.
Just not too long ago on this stream. So.
We are so idea people. People need to listen to us
yeah.
more.
Honestly. Can we just talk for a living and somebody pays us to just do that?
Wait, Hoth put Patrick Stewart. 2 people put Patrick Stewart. This needs to happen, man.
Oh my god. He works with our rescue. He works with Best Friends and Wags and Walks. This is where I rescue Marvin. We could make this happen.
Yes. We could do a Pitbull rescue awareness event with Patrick Stewart.
Yes. Marvin has to be the epic cutie, though.
Yes. This is
Holy
a great
shit.
idea. This is a great idea. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Dog Mania 2024. That
Figo
is what
says, I want an
waiting
Uhura
on.
QB. I love that. Wait, do you mean Uhura like from Star Trek Uhura? Because that would be awesome. Even though that's spelled with
Right?
a U. But I only know that because I watch things with captions. I wouldn't know that if I would just listen to the show. Rubik's, you missed when she told
He
the story.
actually can.
She was in the same room as Patrick Stewart once. She was there.
Well, he's a big he volunteers at the rescue that I rescued Marvin from. I also have volunteered at that rescue before, and have worked really closely with them because when we were in the restaurant industry and owned our own business, we did actually a lot of yappy hours, which gave back to the rescue like a certain amount of proceeds from that happy hour. So we worked with them a lot during doing that. But they do also a gala every year that he shows up to. What?
We should do like sponsored yappy hour instead of happy hour. Yeah. In Cubieverse.
Girl, stop giving them ideas. I want to get paid for this shit. No.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm actually kidding because I think anything that's gonna benefit freaking dog rescue, let's go for it. You don't need to pay me for it. I will do it all for free because I am a huge advocate, obviously, of rescue dogs. But yes, there is a little bit of backstory there, and I actually do feel like there are some connections that could be made to make this happen.
Like, how cool would it be that instead of earning QB coins on happy hour, like you go and hit happy hour vaults, you do happy hour trivia, yappy hour, and then the QB coins that you would have gotten instead go to the rescue.
That would be amazing. Similar to the wasn't that how Pat Marina kind of worked? and we were hunting like green vaults,
Was
and
it?
then all
Maybe.
of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
And then you can spend 1,000, or was it 10,000 keys for? No, it was 10,000 keys for the Dr. Forrester QB. So you could spend 10,000 keys for the Marvin QB in the game, and that money would go to the rescue. Fucking love it.
No.
Love it. Yes.
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 I am here for it.
Make it so.
For manifest that into the universe.
Yeah, I feel like we need a Star Trek event. I really do.
That would be cool too. Down.
Yeah.
Down for it.
Yeah,
Down for
because
it. Lots of ideas.
I'm really
Want their aliens also.
aliens. Yeah.
Alien events. I mean,
Generic
I feel like
aliens,
Star Trek,
not like the movie Aliens, just generic aliens.
correct. Yeah.
Little green men event.
Ones that don't scare. Yeah. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think of when you say little green men, I don't know why. Or like
You think of
Shrek.
what?
Either as goblins, and maybe it's because of goblin core that I'm
Yeah.
learning about in Cubieverse right now.
I can see that. Yeah. I don't know.
Me too, so Pico.
Marvin QB in a Star Trek uniform? Fuck yes!
Adorable.
Kevo, make it so.
Why have just one event when you could have two events?
Yeah, combine them.
Separate that, baby. No, have two events. Separate that. Marvin in a cute little bandana, throwing around like a bone in his mouth or something, or
Yeah. And you know that if there's
pizza.
if it's a Patrick Stewart sponsored like dog rescue thing, the epic QB is going to be named number 1 if he has his way, because that's what he names dogs, is number 1.
No,
Yeah.
I can't. Well, then it's just gonna have to be with the rescue. Sorry, Sir Pastor Stewart is gonna have to be on the Star Trek event, okay? Because it needs to be Marvin.
Yeah.
I'll have to stay with the Star Trek event. And
Hey, if Patrick Stewart was the collaborator, I bet you that we could have both events sponsor the rescue, right? Yeah. Yeah. He'd be all about that. But yeah, there would be a pit bull named number 1. It'd probably be a blue nose, like a gray pit bull, and named number 1, because that was his dog of choice in Star Trek Picard. So
cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
And you know he made that. Like, as soon as I saw that dog there, and I found out the dog's name was number 1, and he was Patrick Stewart's character's dog in Picard, I'm like, he made that happen. This is his doing.
Yeah,
like, he's I'm not going to do this without having a dog that's a pit bull named number 1. You know that.
Love it.
Yes.
He's such an advocate.
Yes.
No, it's amazing.
He's wonderful.
He's wonderful. And how are you going to say no to Sir Patrick Stewart?
Right? I couldn't.
You don't.
Unless he asked me if a negative question, like, do you hate Star Trek? I'd be like, no, Patrick Stewart, I don't.
I don't.
That's the only way I'd say no.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think if we have a Star Trek event, part of the epicness of it should take place on the Star Trek cruise. Like, there should be like a...
Now we're getting so carried away.
Like there should be like
dream big.
A red vault on the cruise ship, right? And like you can
the floating red vault, and it's GPS tracked with the cruise ship.
Yeah, and then there's also like a shop, a souvenir shop on the cruise ship where you can. That's the only place to buy, like maybe the Star Trek Legendary QB or something. And only I would have one, because I would make sure I was on that boat, even though they launch in February, which is freaking annoying, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So, but I feel like we could also do a Janeway thing. Like, I bet, what's her name? Fucking A. My brain just, like, died all of a sudden.
Brr.
Um,
Don't know.
the lady that played Red on Orange is the New Black. What's her name?
Oh, Laura Pippin?
No. No.
No.
Who played Red? She was Red.
Natasha. Wait.
No. Not Natasha.
Oh, which
Rubik's.
one's Red? I don't.
Red, the old lady
Rubik's.
that's the chef. Rubik's, help me out. My brain just farted. What's her name?
Oh, is she in The Office too?
No.
Hmm.
No.
No idea. I love Rubik said, well, if you thought it was hard to get a cell signal in Griffith Park, wait until you hear about the ocean.
Kate Mulgrew. Kate Mulgrew.
Still don't know.
What? Kate Mulgrew?
I couldn't stop associating the names with the face.
Wow. I get a look at this. There you go. That's Kate Mulgrew. Okay, maybe you
Like
recognize.
she's in the stream.
Yeah. I bet she would.
What else is she in?
Well, she's in Orange is the New Black, which is like her biggest thing most recently. Wait, here's her in Orange is the New Black. I played her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I dressed up as her for Halloween one year. With my hair all up. She's probably most famous for Star Trek. She was in Orange is the New Black. That's about it.
You don't know Kate Mulgrew?
Well, Orange is the New Black was like her. She was huge. She got super extra famous off that role. Like, I don't know. She was like one of the most important characters.
Oh. For me, that was like discovering Laverne Cox. So.
Oh, yeah.
That was my focus in there.
Yeah. But I bet Kate Mulgrew would participate. She's fucking awesome. I love her. Oh my god. If you
Random thought.
What?
How did we get here? I'm like,
I don't
participate in what?
But honestly,
Black event?
Yeah, that'll be a little weird. We would go to different vaults collecting toilet hooch or something.
Oh, and singles.
Yeah. But no, I've been having annoying mom issues lately. Like I've been pretty pissed at my mom, right? So watching Star Trek Voyager has been the most helpful thing because Kate Mulgrew's character is like the best mom type of person ever, but also she's not even a mom. She's a dog mom on the show. She's got puppies, but she doesn't have her puppies on the show. Anyway, she's reminding me that there are good moms in the world, just even though she's not a mom.
Aww.
You know, it's one of those things.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm saying this mostly to Rubik's. Rubik's, I fucking love Voyager, and I never thought I'd be here. Okay, I'm done with the Star Trek stuff. We can go back to other stuff now. I might be a little
That's okay.
obsessive.
I'm gonna stay true to my word and actively try, because we figured tonight, as we've been doing mini events, we'd do a mini stream.
Yeah,
So maybe
and
we're
gonna be back next week
here.
and the week after, so we can keep it short, and we have plenty of stuff to talk about next time.
Definitely.
And
we'll
everyone's
have
going to bed
Lodge,
anyway.
Freckled Zelda event. Yeah, we can't do the stream without Nikki Boo, so obviously we're gonna have to end it here.
We have to go, yeah. So
dreams.
collect those strawberries and that fairy dust. Now, I'm glad I now know why I'm collecting strawberries. I had no clue why strawberries was a thing. So, find those trees. We have until reset tomorrow, right? Tomorrow night.
Yep.
Man, I gotta get out there. Okay.
And get walking, lady, because we need the keys too. You guys, we need a red key for Christmas. Will we get there?
No, we won't.
The answer is no. Yeah.
We will
It's gonna be
try.
fun, and we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Give us more ways to get keys. Give us more ways to get keys. Give us more ways to get keys. Give us more ways to get
In the
keys.
meantime, like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, all the things. We love and appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next weekend.
Yeah. Happy
Thank you,
hunting.
everybody.